WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
Happening now, the search continues for a missing boy near Rochester. A DWI crackdown nets a repeat offender.
And I'm Dakota Hunter in the First Defense Weather Center. Good Memorial Day to you, and it's going to be a fantastic Memorial Day with plentiful sunshine and nice warmth. However, we may catch some moisture from Tropical Storm Alberto later in the week. We'll talk about it coming up.
And the true meaning of Memorial Day. That's news now for Monday, May 28th, 2018.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us on this Memorial Day Monday. I'm Justin Gould. A look at all of our top stories are coming up in just a moment. But first, we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter with a first look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Happy Monday, Justin, and happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody has a good Memorial Day out there today. And it is going to be very warm out there. Let's go straight to the graphics, and we'll take a look at the temperature yesterday. And yesterday, now it wasn't as warm as we were expecting. Believe it or not, we have not officially hit 80 at the Jamestown Airport yet at all this year. The high temperature yesterday was 78, but of course with the dew point, it made it feel definitely a lot warmer out there. And we bottomed out at 63, and of course no rain yesterday, but we did pick up some rain earlier on in the weekend. So the forecast for you for today, the fog that we had throughout the morning is all burned off by now, otherwise leading to sunshine, very warm with a high ultraviolet index, so sunscreen is going to be recommended if you go outdoors for any length of time. 79 to 86 with a south wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll talk about Tropical Storm Alberto and some of its impacts it could have on western New York for later in the week in just a few minutes.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Today is Memorial Day, a day honoring the men and women who died while serving in the U.S. military. In Jamestown earlier this morning, a parade to honor fallen vets and a ceremony at Lakeview Cemetery. Now, this past weekend at the Blue Star Mothers Gold Star Memorial, Jamestown Mayor Sam Teresi spoke to the sacrifices made for our freedom.
What I realized is that whatever words are spoken from this podium today or thereafter cannot match the eloquence of the service and the sacrifice of those that we are here honoring today, and never will. You took me away thinking about my friends Paul and Bob and the rest of their greatest generation that literally stood up to, stared down, and defeated evil like this world had never known before, hopefully never will know again. We owe them and the rest of what Tom Brokaw properly tagged the greatest generation a debt that we can never repay, because what they gave us was not just liberty, but they gave us continued life. And that was for the folks in the Pacific and in the European theater, and just as importantly, the folks that were here on the home front supporting them while they were away defending freedom and life its very self.
Now, originally Memorial Day was known as Decoration Day. In the years following the Civil War, it became a federal holiday in 1971. And also making headlines today, the search for a missing 14-month-old who was the subject of an Amber Alert Friday continues as a recovery effort. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office is looking for Owen Hidalgo Calderon, whose mother was found dead, reportedly wrapped in a plastic bag. Police's prime suspect in the case, the mom's boyfriend, Alberto Iberio Gutierrez Reyes, who is reportedly in the country illegally. Now, as of Sunday, he has not been charged in the death, but police say he is in custody. Coming up next here, state police cracking down on drinking and driving this Memorial Day weekend. A local man facing charges after troopers say he was drunk behind the wheel. When we come back.
Brought to you by the people giving hope at Gifts Decor and More. With the controversial Kratom, Gifts Decor and More is giving hope to Southern Chautauqua County residents, one visit at a time.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
State police and local law enforcement ramped up patrols to combat drunk, impaired, and reckless driving this Memorial Day weekend. On Saturday, New York State Police responded to a report of a car in the ditch in Cattaraugus County's South Valley. That's where they found 35-year-old Robert Geddes allegedly drunk behind the wheel. Geddes was transported to the state police barracks here in Jamestown, where troopers said he refused to take a breath test. A check of his driving history revealed a previous DWI conviction within the past 10 years. He now faces felony charges. Geddes was released with an appearance ticket and will appear in court later. And you're putting yourself at risk for lung cancer if you smoke, but new research points to new trends in who is smoking and what it's doing to their health. Our AD Simcoe with more.
Generally, it's been thought that fewer women than men smoke cigarettes. But despite smoking considerably fewer cigarettes on average per day than men, young women are more likely to develop lung cancer than men of the same age. That's according to a new study published in the New England Journal of Medicine. Researchers with the American Cancer Society and the National Cancer Institute studied the incidence rates of lung cancer. Scientists compared data to determine how often it's diagnosed in men and women. Over the past 20 years, the cancer rate for people aged 30 to 54 has generally decreased for both. But that decline hasn't been equal. The incidence rate dropped more for men than women. More research is needed to determine what's causing the decline in the first place. The study's authors say smoking behaviors alone can't explain the shift. Other researchers note that different types of lung cancer can affect men and women differently. For today's Health Minute, I'm AD Simcoe.
And another look at our 3rd Street camera. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter has a full look at our week's forecast straight ahead.
The weather is heating up, and so are the deals at Express Bike and Auto, right here in Jamestown, located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension. They are your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle, ATV, and motorcycle needs. They even sell vehicles, and guess what? Financing is available. So what are you waiting for? Get to Express Bike and Auto right here in Jamestown at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension now.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, $16 for 16 days will get you in the door. Lose 4 pounds, your next month is on them. Try a green zone class and maximize your performance. Hot yoga, 24/7 access. Simply walk into Fitness Bunker in Lakewood right now on Summit Avenue. Make an investment in your health and wellness. Fitness Bunker in Lakewood. Find them on Facebook.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com. Now, your First Defense Forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Hey you, welcome back to News Now. Let's kick off this weather segment with some viewer photos that came in. Now, my family went down to Bemis Point the other day and look at that beautiful sunset over Chautauqua Lake. That was absolutely gorgeous. And here's another one. I just love how the boaters are out on the water, just enjoying that beautiful water that we had over the weekend, that beautiful weather. And of course, we always encourage you to send in your weather photos on Facebook or on Twitter. My handle on both platforms is HuntersWX. Now, let's move on here, if we can. There we go. And let's take a look at the golfers forecast. And just another gorgeous day for golfing. We're going to squeeze out probably another probably one more day after today of fantastic golfing conditions. Now, this is computer model data, and I honestly suggest these temperatures might be just a tad bit overdone, but we will be in the 80s for the afternoon with plentiful sunshine, so make sure you go out and enjoy that. Tee off later on this afternoon. For the pollens, yeah, we're still dealing with this stuff. The tree pollen still running high, grass pollen still running moderate, and the weed pollen starting to come up, but it's still low, so that's the good news. But if you've been sneezing and sniffling, that is the reason why. On Doppler vision, this big area of high pressure out to our east is controlling our weather. Look at this warm front that is just knocking on our back door. This is going to spike our temperatures, and that high pressure is giving us nice warm weather. Now we got to go down to the tropics and talk about Alberto. This is the current information. It's 65 miles an hour with a 75 mile an hour gusts and moving slowly to the north at 6 miles per hour. And the forecast from the National Hurricane Center has it making landfall sometime later this afternoon, probably within the next couple hours. It's going to make landfall as a tropical storm. And then as it comes up through Alabama, through Tennessee, it's going to weaken off into a tropical depression. But our main concern is going to be later this week. You can see it's riding up into Michigan, and ultimately it's going to go up here into Canada. But our main concern is going to be Thursday and Friday, as we could see some tropical moisture that could come from Alberto. Now, the thing that we're thinking here at this moment, we don't think it's going to be big time moisture, but we think we could see some tropical rain showers. For the zones tomorrow, temperatures spike into the 80s. Once again, I think some of these temperatures might be a tad bit underdone, actually a tad bit overdone. But again, you're getting the idea. Another summery type day, gorgeous. Another gorgeous day. Here come the next 7 days of your life, brought to you by Quick Solutions. We back it down Wednesday, down to 79 degrees, and a few rain showers at that point. And take a look at the rest of the week. We get into that tropical moisture Thursday and Friday, and then the weekend not looking bad, and the humidity also comes up Thursday and Friday with that moisture as well, but not too bad. And then the weekend, not looking too bad, but we do cool it down a little bit with a chance for a few scattered showers on Saturday.
All right, Dakota, thank you. That's it for us today. Of course, news continues online at WNYNewsNow.com, and we're back tomorrow. Have a great Memorial Day.
See you tomorrow.